satisfying. Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. I hope everyone's having a great day today. So today's video is an exciting one. We are trying out a new brand that I have never used before, Zeesea Cosmetics. Their team reached out to me wanting to know if I wanted to try out a few of their products, and of course, after I saw their account on Instagram, yes, let me try some of it out. I'm very honored and thankful to have this opportunity. So we're going to dive into a couple of different eyeshadow palettes today, and honestly, the most beautiful lipstick I have ever seen. The packaging of the brand as a whole is just stunning. They understood the assignment. So if you want to see how I created this look, then make sure to keep on watching this video, of course. And if there's anything in this video that catches your eye, I do have a referral discount link down below to help you save some money on that purchase. So now without further ado, let's get into it. For today's video, they did send me a couple of different eyeshadow palettes to try out, and these are in collaboration with the British Museum. The first one that we have, this is called the Fireworks 16 Colors Eyeshadow Palette. This is very Egyptian themed, and I love the cat on here with the wings, and there's so much texture to the top of this, and it's raised up like the palette itself is super heavy. They put a lot of work into this. I just love how glossy it is. It's so pretty. But opening it up, you can see all the different shades in here, and this is very much a fall themed palette. I think if you're looking for something for the season, this is perfect. It features a variety of different textures. There are shimmers in here, there's mattes, a pressed glitter, some sequin shades. Now moving on to the second eyeshadow palette. Satisfying. This palette is so pretty, and yes, there's a ton of glitter here that moves around, and I didn't even realize it whenever I first opened it. I was looking at it whenever it was flat, and I opened it straight up on the table, and it wasn't until I closed it and picked it up to look at it and showed Devin, I was like, oh my gosh, that's so pretty. But the detail on this is insane. There's so many different levels to the artwork. Like, they just did so incredibly well on this, and there are different ones in this collection. This one is the #1 Off With Their Heads. And this one is very heavy as well, and the top is very glossy. Like, I can't get over how beautiful the packaging is on this one. This is definitely one of the most beautiful palettes I own in my entire collection. And you haven't even seen the inside yet. Now, unlike the other eyeshadow palette, this one actually does include an eyeshadow brush, which I really do appreciate. But this has such a wide variety of textures as well, and most notably, the two on the ends, the way that they're pressed, it's so interesting and honestly so beautiful just to look at. So between the two palettes, honestly, they're both absolutely gorgeous, but I think I'm going to focus mostly on this one just because the way that those two shades, well, I don't know what you'll call them, the patterns at the end of the palette, they're so pretty, and I want to dive into those, and I'll try my best to incorporate this into the look as well. So I've already done my eyebrows, and I'm just priming the lid with the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. I forgot to take the cover off of here. So to start off the look, we're going to dip into the lightest shade here, and this is just to set that concealer and to make sure that we have a seamless blend moving forward. Then taking that same brush, we're going to dip into the nude shade. And I have to say that this brush is picking up a ton of the product. And we're just going to take that into our crease and blend it up towards the brow bone. The shade's actually pretty easy to build up. Whenever I was blending up towards the brow bone, it started to lose some pigmentation, but it layers up really well. And now taking a little bit of concealer on the back of my hand, we're going to use this to cut my crease. So I had to cut some of the footage with me actually doing the cut crease because it was a struggle. I was having such a hard time. I went in with a flat liner brush. I couldn't find the other brush that I normally use, so I had to improvise with this one, and believe me, go in with a different brush. I don't really recommend doing this. It was a little bit difficult, especially when it came to the curve section, but as far as dragging the color down to your lid, that actually worked. But anyways, we're here, we done it. Now on to the fun part of the eyeshadow look. The look we're going to be creating today is going to be what I call autumn leaves. It's something like a cross between a sunset and a fall look, but I just wanted to use as many of these shades together, and I swatched them all earlier and played around with the palette a little bit, which is why it doesn't really look brand new at this point, especially this one. I'm so sad that that one looks so blurry, but I just wanted to see what the textures were, and I wanted to see how they what they turned out like, because honestly I wasn't prepared for this one. This one swatched so beautifully. So to start off the look, we're going to dip into this bright yellow shade here on a flat shader brush. And the reason that I don't have my foundation or anything on right now is because there is a little bit of fallout from the palettes, but that's not a deal breaker for me as long as the pigmentation is there. I don't mind fallout whatsoever. So we're just going to take that and press that into the inner part. So we're going to use that exact same brush and we're going to dip into the next shade, which is going to be this beautiful peachy pink shade here. Load that up on the shader brush and we're going to press that beside the yellow. And I'm also taking that color a little bit over the yellow just to make sure we get that blend and you get the warm orange tone in between the two. Now this time we're going to dip into the two-tone shade and we're going to pick up the red. We're going to use that and place it on the outer third of the cut crease. And again, we're going to blend that slightly over the pink, that way we make sure we have the blend between all three shades. And now, just because I want to be extra and deepen that outer corner a little bit more, we're going to take a fluffy pencil brush and we're going to dip into the bottom shade in that duo pan. And this is a sequin color. There's a little bit of sparkle in it, but we'll see if it transfers when I apply it. And I'm applying it in sort of a downward motion from the outer corner, just to kind of give me a wing effect. And so far I'm seeing just a tiny bit of the sequin, the shimmer come through. I don't know if I like the wing effect, so let's just go ahead and take it this way. Just go ahead and blend that in to the red just a little bit more. And I have to say, the deep shade in here, it didn't really swatch that dark, but it is super pigmented when you put it on the lid, so I'm very impressed by that color. The sequin colors confuse me a little bit, like they're in there and they're pretty when you see the sparkle, but I never can get those to apply to the lid unless you're applying it probably to wet concealer. That might be the only way you can get that sequin effect, but with the dry brush, you just don't see them. So the look that we have going right now is basically all matte, and I actually do like it. I think it's pretty, but I have to dip in this shade here because it's just calling my name, and when you mix it up, the color is so pretty. We're just going to dab this on the center of the lid just cause we can, if I'm being completely honest. And I hope you guys can see this on camera. It is adding a little bit of shimmer, but I think because of the pink under there, it's not really picking up any color other than the light sparkle, and it's kind of a soft glitter, like it's like a micro glitter look, but it just catches the light so beautifully. I really like that. So I thought maybe I made a mistake with the shimmer shade down the center because it was picking up a little bit of reflexive green, and there is a peachier tone in the palette, but I went ahead and swatched both of them side by side. They both kind of had that green reflect to it. It's like a gold green shade, so I don't think it really matters which one we put down because with that pink base, either one of them look fine. But I think we're at a point now where I'm going to go ahead and jump off camera. I'm going to do my liner, lashes, and the rest of my base makeup, and we'll come back to finish the lower lash line. Oh, and I forgot to show you guys earlier my manicure. I did this myself using the Dashing Diva gloss, like the press-on nail color. I love these. This is part of their, I think it was their summer collection. This is actually on sale right now for, I want to say $5 or $6 on their website. If you're interested in this, I will have it linked down below, but they gifted this to me to review and share with you guys. But honestly, I already knew I loved it. Like, I've had so many of these. A lot of times if you ever see me with my nails done and there's like a little pattern on it, 9 times out of 10 it's this brand. Absolutely love these, and they stay on there until you're good and ready to take them off. I just love these to pieces, and I think you can find them at Walmart now too. And their Halloween collection just dropped. There's a lot of really cute ones on their website if you go check them out. I think even full price, it's like $8, I think. I think that's what it is. But yeah, anyways, I just wanted to show you guys really quickly. I just really like this. They're a lot of fun. None of the colors I'm doing today matches. Like the eyeshadow is very, very warm tone. This is very summer. This is a very cool tone shirt that I got from Torrid. Devin got this for me, and bug. Anyways, let's get back to finishing up the eye look. So to finish up the lower lash line, I was honestly tempted to go back in the same pattern for, you know, the yellow, pink, and then the red here on the end, but I think I'm just going to keep it simple and dip back into this nude shade. First I'm going to dip into this one just to make sure that the transition is smooth, and then dip into that one as we get closer to the outer here. We'll see how that does, and if I have to add anything else to it, I will. And again, using the brushes over. I love this little color switch thing. I don't like having to get a ton of brushes dirty all at one time. And this just makes it so easy because it's just powder. If I was doing liquid products, oh my gosh, I got mascara down here. If I was doing liquid products, you know, you definitely couldn't do that. But as far as powders, it's perfect for it. And for mascara, I put on the Iconic London Triple Threat Mascara. I'm still in love with that. We got it in our Boxycharm box, and I have been using that every time I've done my makeup. Best mascara, hands down. I'm just in love with it. Is that showing up black? Oh no, I forgot this one had that really, really deep shade on it. Crap, I may have messed up my eyeshadow. Let me just go ahead and grab a different one. Yeah, I was trying to figure out why this was looking gray under here, but it's picking up just enough of that deep shade that's turning it gray. So hopefully now the other side doesn't do it. So, crap, I can't believe I did that. We were doing so good. I made myself an extra bag there. That makes me mad. Anyways, let's just see how this one does to cover it up. So now picking up that deeper shade. There you go. Picking up the deeper shade. Now let's put it under there. I'm just going to take it on the brush that came in the kit here because it's a little bit fluffier, but it's tiny, so it's good for detail. I'm just going to smoke that under here. Oh, I don't think it's fixing it. Oh, I'm just making it worse. Can't believe I did that. I just ruined my face. I don't think there's anything else I can do to fix that, so we're just going to move on. So now to connect the two, I am going to dip into that deep shade here. And this isn't quite as fluffy of a pencil brush, so it gives me a little bit more control, hopefully. Just to connect the top to the bottom here. So I know I didn't dip into this for the eyeshadow look that I've done so far, but I want to at least try the shimmers. So I'm going to take another pencil brush and dip into the lightest shade here and put this on the inner corner. Oh, whoa. That's pretty. Okay, that was a good choice. That is so bright. I hope you guys can see that on camera. So that's kind of like a white gold shade. That is just beautiful. And that's going in with the dry brush. So let's take a spot of that and put it on the brow bone also. And I want to take this shade here and kind of use it as my highlight because it's kind of a gold champagne-y color. I forgot to take the mirror off of this. I keep trying to look in it. That's actually quite pretty as a highlight as well. Ooh, shiny. It's definitely pretty, but I think I like the white gold shade better. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that here between my eyes. And then go back over it with this brush that had a little bit of foundation, powder foundation on it, and kind of blend it out so it's not as harsh. And same thing here, just blend it just a little bit. It's just a simple way. If you don't have a highlighter, you can just use an eyeshadow palette. So eyes are done. The eyeshadow palettes are definitely awesome. Like I don't know why I was thinking whenever Sea Beauty, I was thinking it would be softer looks, but I got a ton of pigment off of that. I think it built up pretty well. So I guess because it is buildable, you can go a softer look if you want, but I like color. And I managed to do a fall colorful look. I like it. So the last thing that they sent me is a lipstick from their Palace Identity line, and you would think maybe a lipstick, you can't do but so much with it as far as packaging goes, but let me tell you, they went above and beyond anything I've been able to find out there. This is their Dragon Velvet lipstick. Like, just the whole presentation on this is so pretty. Look at that! That is insanely gorgeous. Honest to gosh, this is a piece of art. But let's take it out of the box here, and it is extremely heavy. This is a heavy, heavy lipstick, but it is a metal component and it has a magnet keeping it closed there. I love whenever lipsticks have like their magnetic closures. Just a little something extra, if it wasn't extra enough already, you know. But there is something a little bit extra. The way that they, what is the word I'm looking for? The way they poured it into the mold, there's an imprint all the way around it, and it has like peacocks, mountains, sun. Like, it's so pretty. As far as the shade itself, this is definitely a fall vibe, so we're gonna go ahead and put this on over top. I think it'll look pretty good with the look we did. I'm almost sad to use it because I don't want to mess up the little imprint that they put on it. So it's not quite a matte formula. It's very, very comfortable on the skin, and it smells amazing. It's a very, very strong vanilla scent, and I love it. So that is it. That is me trying out the Alice in Wonderland eyeshadow palette, the lipstick. I really didn't get a chance to try the Egypt palette, but I'll dip into this a little bit more in the future because this is honestly a perfect fall palette as well. So let's talk about prices for everything. The gorgeous Dragon lipstick, they have it on sale right now for $23. Oh, and by the way, make sure you check out the description box for a discount. And they have tons of shades in this, but they actually have several sold out, so this must be really popular. And another thing I was noticing as I was looking through the different shades, apparently the imprints are different between them. So some of them have the Chinese dragon, and then others have the peacocks. And I'm not sure exactly how many different variations of the imprint that there are. And the coverage on this, it was buildable. It's pretty. I really like the way this makeup looks today. Now for the Egypt palette, and again this is in collaboration with the British Museum. This has 16 shades and it retails for $26. Normally it's $30. And they have 6 palettes in the collection. I thought it was just 5, but they have 6, and all of them look so pretty. This is probably the most fall themed one out of the bunch, but there are several in there that I wouldn't mind getting a hold of. Absolutely beautiful. The quality is definitely there when it comes to the eyeshadows. And the Alice in Wonderland palette, if I had to choose between the two that they sent me, this one's definitely my favorite. And here you can see the glitter falling down again. Like, that is just so cool. I was honestly afraid to dip into them because they took the care to press them so nicely, and especially this one, it looks so messy down here where I messed with it. The top is still pretty, but I don't know if you can make it go back the way it was. I think once you dip into it, that's it. So that part's kind of sad, but I did take my finger. I wonder if maybe if you went with a brush it wouldn't do that as bad. But the retail value on this one is $35, and they do have a blue one that's supposed to be for Alice, and then they have another one that is supposed to be the flamingo something another. I don't know anything about that, but that one's more of your nude palette. It's very soft glam. That one would be pretty nice, but the blues and that other one looks so pretty. I'm thoroughly impressed with it. And I forgot to say that the brush that came with it was exceptionally soft. I really enjoyed this one. And honestly, I think I enjoyed this one better than the ABH brushes that come with those palettes. This one just felt a lot softer, smoother. It I had one time. I think it was with the Norvina palette. That one was very scratchy on my eyes. I hate that brush. But this one, I didn't have that experience with it. So yeah, that is everything, guys. What do you think of this? Is this a brand that you want to try out? Because they do have tons of other products. I'm just really excited to try out more from this brand, and especially now that I've had a chance to try out everything and I can see what the quality is, the colors, the packaging. I'm a sucker for good packaging, and they definitely have that nailed down. I'm just intrigued by the brand as a whole. And they even offer their own brushes. So yeah, thank you again for Zeesea Cosmetics for sending me these products for review. I really do appreciate it. This was not a sponsored video. All the opinions and thoughts are my own, and everything that I used will be linked down below in case anyone is curious, along with that discount code for Zeesea Cosmetics. I hope you all have a great night. Thank you again for taking time to watch this, and I will see you in the next video.